Morning, morning, morning. It is time to go to work. It is early, 8 a.m. on a Friday morning. About to head into my last day into the field, and right before 3-day weekend, because my son is graduating 8th grade on Monday. So I took the day off with honors, which is exciting. The boy is smarter than his dad, and I love it. So let's go ahead and go into the news now that we've dove into some of my own news, and we have a lot of news today. So I'm going to make a quick video. This is going to be interrupting my subjugation series, which I'm trying to put together. This is a lot of work, this subjugation series. A lot of it has just been personal account maintenance, and it's things that I've neglected, and maybe a challenge like this, maybe I've gotten a little bit of feedback saying that there were a few features that people were not aware of in my previous video. And if that's the case, that is awesome. That is exactly what I'm going for. But with no further ado, let's dive into what we've got here. We have the Sun and Moon new chapter released with a new 2-star costume. Okay. So this is something we're going to be able to jump back into the cage, the open world exploration. Well, it's not really open world, it's very linear world, but we're going to be able to jump back into the world, and we're going to get this new 2-star costume, which looks cool. She is a pop star. The Japanese love their pop stars, but she's a sword-wielding pop star. So I've seen a little bit of media on this already. The mission is going to be a little unique, which looks cool. I like it when they mix it up in this game. And we are going to be able to do a lot of gem farming, which is also very exciting. Now, last time I spoke, I said I was going to be going to pity on Final Fantasy XIV, and I still believe that I am. But even with all of the news we have here, so let's see, goodies added, Gorilla Quest drops, always good. That's another good place to farm the medium mythic slab tabs. Okay, so let's go back. Sun and the Moon new chapter, celebration campaign. Okay. All right, goody. So we're getting daily rewards. That's nice. We're getting a total of 5, 10, 1,500. It looks like gems. That is excellent. Okay, Dark Coin Quest EX summon tickets will be doubled. Now, this does not mean that the limited daily quests are doubling the drop rates. This means that the other quests, the farmable quests, are doubling the drop rates. What is good though here is that we're getting half energy on Dark Memory. So as I mentioned in my previous video, if you are going to be farming for the rare drops in the Dark Memory, the Zenith Brilliance and those other things, again, the Zenith is the #1 thing to chase when you're doing the Dark Memory farming. This is a perfect opportunity to do that, because when you're going to be farming for those materials, you're going to be going in, you're going to be doing the first 2 waves, you're going to be clicking the information button on the top right, doing the drop down, seeing if you have any of those purple rare drops. If you have none, you close out of the battle and you restart it. You lose the stamina, but at least you get to run the daily mission over again. And I have, as a anecdotal piece of evidence, there have been times, even with half energy, where I have gone through over 1,000 energy before I got a single Zenith. So that is not something that I mentioned in my last video. And then there are times where over the course of 1,000 energy, I've gotten 3 rare drops. So it's a little bit of a toss-up. It's a very, very rare drop rate. And when I'm just going through right now, I'm not doing the rinse and repeat method, because as I mentioned before, I got plenty of Dark Memory costumes, and I'm very happy with where I'm at there. I only get a rare drop probably once every other week, and maybe not even that, sometimes once a month. So it's just basically do it how you see fit to do it. But if you are actively farming Zenith, you need to be taking advantage of this. This is the time to do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back here. All right, Sun and the Moon new chapter summons. Okay, so this is good actually. So yeah, these are actually pretty good. And I've done one of these once before. I think the one I did was better. Yes, the one that I did was better because it had advanced handbooks ×2 on each step. So this one is for 1500 gems, step 1, 10x summon featuring select character, popular weapons, bonus skip tickets times 100. Those skip tickets are useful, but they're not worth spending your gems on, in my opinion. You can accumulate them in other ways. I've got several thousand of them just sitting in my stash because I hoard my resources. I am a hoarder. Just ask my wife. Okay. Step 2, 10x, 3,000. So we're going back up to the normal rate of gems. Okay, same thing. Advanced handbook times 1. Okay, all right. Times 10, 3,000. Step 3, doubled rates. Okay, that's awesome. Let's see. Advanced handbook times 2. Advanced handbook times 2 for step 4. Piece of Zenith Brilliance times 5. So this is a little misleading. I wasn't sure what this was when it first launched. This is half of a Zenith Brilliance because you need 10 pieces of Zenith to make a single Zenith Brilliance. So this is half of a Zenith Brilliance. We do get these and the pieces of Black Pearl handed out pretty regularly now, though. So this could give you an extra Zenith. So what you were getting from this is you were getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for 3, 6, 9, 12, okay, 13,500 gems, you're getting 5 advanced handbooks. Nier Day, for 10,000 gems, the same amount of summons, 50 summons, you get 10. So if you are purely chasing, this comes down to what you need in your account. If you are purely chasing the advanced handbooks and you want to get the most out of your gems, you still may want to lean in favor of Nier Day. If you are looking for the boosted rate on those characters, which in my opinion is a bit up in the air on both those characters, but the weapon, yeah, that greatsword there, that dark one that's curved, and I think it's called the Aloof Pith, I just accidentally pulled that last night, just on a YOLO random pull, and that thing is busted. It's a dark greatsword with Void Boon, with Caged Vigor. So the lower your hit points, the more damage it does. It has a 5-hit combo with high multipliers and a few other things. That is a busted sword. So if you're looking, and actually, by the way, that is an upgrade in my account, that sword, because the dark greatsword that I was using on A2 in Subjugation was one of the base 3-star weapons. And that was the second best dark greatsword I had on my account. So this is actually an upgrade for me. So as advanced as my account is, I've been playing, again, since I think first or second week that the game launched. And this is an upgrade finally for that dark greatsword. So hooray for that. Okay, these are, okay. So I have Bloody Hunter. She's fine. I have Bloodless Assassin. I have Bloodless Weapon. Okay, so Bloodless Assassin is very good. Bloodless Weapon is also very good. She's more of a PvP character. She's completely dark affiliated. Akeha, Bloodless Assassin, is completely wind affiliated. So you need to build her for wind. That's where you get the most out of her. I do not have the Argo. I do not have the Bloodless Monster. I do have Lars, and actually I chased Lars a little bit for his sword. His sword is very good because it has a ability on, I believe it's a 14-second cooldown that gives a group 20% agility buff. It's really powerful, and it's got decent stats, and I slap that on my sword user in my arena team so that when that ability fires off, my team becomes much, much faster. I do not have the Griff, but I hear he is very good, especially in arena. I do have the Bloody Captive, and I do have almost all of these weapons. Now these weapons, I'm not going to go the Aloof Pith. Yeah, that thing is really good. So if that's boosted and you're looking for a good dark greatsword, that is very good. Virtuous Grief is very fast, but it has really low attack power, which seems to be a failing of many, many light weapons. Machine Axe is a very powerful greatsword as well. Phoenix Dagger is also a very powerful short sword. It is fire, but it also has a lot of agility and other things built into it. So this is good, actually. And if you are looking for a combo of those advanced handbooks and the boosted rates on these weapons and characters, this may be something to go for. This is also nice because it gives you a bit of a targeted pull to pull from. And sometimes that's nice when you're chasing in a gacha. Okay, Sun and Moon new chapters. Okay, now we're getting into, in my opinion, the bad news. We are going to immediately back out of this, and I'm going to look at the shop. And I did cheat and take a look at this last night. Okay, this is what they're calling a good deal, and I'm just going to put this in perspective. I am not happy about the shop that they have up and running right now. So this $24 pack here, $24. Just remember that. That's taking your family out to dinner right there. Well, half of taking your family out to dinner these days. Ye old inflation. Paid gems, 3,000. Okay, that's fine. Piece of Zenith Brilliance times 2. Advanced Handbook times 1. Really? Really? I remember back in the day when I picked up one of these packs for $24 and I got 5 Advanced Handbooks out of it. No. Hard pass. Let's look at this next one. Paid gems, 6,100. So the gems remain consistent, pricing up as you spend more. Half of a Zenith Brilliance. Okay. 2 Advanced Handbooks. 2 pieces of Black Pearl. 80 skip tickets for $49.99. No, we are not amused. Let's go for the big boy pack. 10,000 gems. There you go. 5 Advanced Handbooks. I'm sorry, but no. Oh, and a whole Zenith Brilliance. What is up with this shop? Let's go down here to the crossover pack. This one at least has 2 in the $24.99. This one at least has 5 in the pack B. And this one at least has 10 for the 79 with a Black Pearl, which in my opinion is more valuable, at least in my progression for my account, is more valuable than the Zenith at this point, because they're you can't farm them the same way you can farm the Zenith. You're basically hard locked, unless you're actually spending on the game, you're hard locked into what is given out per month. So premium packs, missions, all that good jazz. I did pick up this one, and that was because I believe it did have 10 Advanced Handbooks in it. That was a one-time deal, and I picked that up a few months ago. I think that was actually the last pack I picked up, just because none of the other packs in the shop had been very good, and I was kind of angling to get one of my characters maxed out. So that's the shop. It's crap. I mean, it's just utter crap. We used to be able to get 10 Advanced Handbooks for $49 if you really wanted to go that way, and I did that once, and for better or worse, you know, it's part of one of the reasons why I'm such a light spender in this game, because I really haven't spent much of anything in this game, is because the shop is so garbage. And we need to have a way to, by the way, if you wanted to incentivize people to get into the shop, make the paid gems actually do something useful. Like, make them exchangeable for things like Advanced Handbooks and Black Pearls and things like that. Because if you only have a banner that you could pull on, which may or may not have boosted drop rates, also may or may not, or also may just require less pulls to go to pity, which still means you're spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go to pity, which is, user mileage may vary, but that's not the way I play games. So, and that's not the way most people play games. Most people, when they want to support a game, and this is a bit of a rant, this is a bit of just a bone that I have to pick with some of these developers. When people play these games and they enjoy them, they want to support the games. I want to pay into this game. I cannot justify paying into this game with those packs. Those packs are trash. Stop doing this. Stop it. Don't do it. Make the gems more valuable. Make a shop for the gems to where you can not just pull on the gacha, but you can exchange for other rare items. I would do that. I would forego pulling on the gacha many, many, many times if I could get things like Black Pearls and Advanced Handbooks, just to name a few. Let's go back to our notices, because this video is now rolling close to 15 minutes. Okay, so now we have an event here. I did farm up the first normal difficulty on this. It is a coin shop, which is great. There are going to be multiple stages. So there's going to be the normal, hard, extra hard. There may be the XX hard. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but they have been doing that for the more advanced players with a much higher account power and much more challenging experience. These are great because these are 10 stages each difficulty, so they give out a lot of gems. Between this and the new story that we have released, which in theory, and again I haven't gone through this, so this may be different, but it will eventually release a very hard mode. You have your ease, you have your normal, your hard, and your very hard, which means that when you're going through, I think it's 10 stages per new release, that's a lot of gems also. I think between this event and that, I'm going to have enough gems to go to pity on Final Fantasy XIV, which is what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on a new event coming out next week, which probably won't issue as many gems, but it should still be able to get me close to what I need for Nier Day. And so I'm just doing a little bit of the whole internal planning in my head to see if I can get it to work. But this is a Demios event. I've been through the story. It's a fine enough story. It's pretty much the same thing for Demios, where he's just accompanying Rion and they're running from the king. They're running from the kingdom. So it's really not anything to write home about. There have been much better stories, but the Demios Rion stories seem to fall into this trap where they are always running and they're always running into new and exciting ways for people to kill them. So that's fine. It gives out gems and it's a little bit more insight into the character of Rion than Demios, because Demios is just doing what Rion tells him to do. And Rion is very much a pacifist. So this is the weapon that we get, and this is a free weapon you get, and this is the first thing you should go into in the shop. Get this weapon, get its duplicate copies so that you could fully ascend it, and then you will get the 15 extra medals per run. That's great. That's what you want. Okay? This is also things from, oh wait, hold on a second. No, that is the pole weapon. So the free weapon we're getting is the Serene handgun, and that is 10 medals. Okay, gotcha. But these other weapons which are currently in the gacha will give you plus 15. Again, I wouldn't chase these just purely to get event bonus medals. You can slow burn this sucker. It's going to be up for a few weeks. All right, there we go. That's that. And Mythic slab tabs. Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right. Woof, woof. All right. We have the abstract songstress on the gacha. She is a wind support character, pretty straightforward. And her costume looks nice. Maybe when I learn a little bit more about her character, I'll be a little bit more enthusiastic about her. And we will see from the story. Okay, so this was old news, so we are now done with the news, and we are now knocking on the door of 20 minutes. Let's collect some gems. Let's see where this takes me. Hey, 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 I love getting gems in my inbox. All right, good stuff. All right, so even with just doing that first run, I'm almost up to enough to pull another summon, another 10 pull. For this guy right here. I am up to 132, which means, I don't know, I may not actually be able to make it a pity on this. I need another 70 pulls or 68 pulls to make it to pity, so we'll see. I would like to be able to pick a character of my choosing. I've got Noelle and I've got Mocha Joe. I might actually get the Rion, or I might go for another dupe copy of Noelle. So that's it. That's the news. Wanted to make a quick video that's not so quick anymore, and we will call it there. Farm the Zenith if you have. It's over here. Whoops. It's not over there. It's over here. There we go. And you can see what I was talking about here, where it is 1/2 stamina for all of these. So the dark layer hard is 12 stamina instead of 25. But you see here the boosted drop rate signal, or a sign right there. Increased drop rate times 2. This only applies for the farmable missions. So if you are farming the materials for these specific weapons, then go for it. That's a great way to do it. you're not going to get the boosted drop rate on the limited daily quests though. So I'm going to leave it there. Have a great rest of your day. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. I'm probably going to take the weekend off because it's a 3-day weekend with the family. I don't get these very often. And I will release my next subjugation video, which is going to be diving into weapons and which weapons to use. That's going to take a little bit of research. So I'll probably research that a little bit over the weekend. I'll probably clean up my memoirs and finish cleaning up my memoirs over the weekend. And we will be building towards subjugation together. And expect my next video probably Monday night. All right, have a great rest of your day and weekend.